Welcome to Mystery Movie Madness, where somebody better call an exorcist. I'm your host, The Collector, and joining me is someone who's not afraid to say, nobody calls me chicken. It's Joe Mc-Cripsy.
I'm Duck. That's why I can't say chicken. Sorry.
And also joining us is someone who wants you to explain it to the fatter end of her baseball bat. It's K-Tron.
The fatter end. Nice.
And also joining us is someone for the first time who is an undercover cop trying to look hip. It is Jay Grave.
Hey yo.
Oh, the dead silence.
Perfect.
Where do you go from there? Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Mc-Cripsy, you want to tell everyone what the show is about if they've never heard it before?
Okay, so first things first, before the game actually starts, we play around and killer trivia. But then after that, we each have to guess each other's movies by giving out clues, and whoever guesses the most movies or has the most movies wins.
And there's a lot of loopholes in between.
Most of which I come up with, of course.
That is true. Speaking of that, I asked him today, I was like, you didn't happen to do like Jackass Forever, did you? Because it's a perfect loophole.
For this category, yeah.
I mean, if anyone's going to find it, it's him.
Well, no, that was too obvious. Like, I didn't think it would count because Johnny Knoxville's not someone else. He's just Johnny Knoxville in makeup, so that doesn't count.
He's playing other characters. That's the whole.
No, he's not.
It's a skit
He's playing
show.
himself with makeup.
It's just like an anthology. There's multiple things going on.
This episode just so happens to be the topic is actors who play multiple roles in a film.
Let's go.
So I didn't set any parameters when I chose this one, so I have no idea how the rest of you interpreted that. So it's actors who played more than one character in a film. So Jackass Forever would count, I would think, maybe.
It would be a good rabbit hole here, man.
Well, yeah, either way, I didn't pick that, so we can just cross it off immediately.
See, I'm glad you chose this category because there's a movie that I chose, and I couldn't think of any category to put it in until you came up with it.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great, I'm gonna guess the movie now. Let's go.
So, Jay Grave, do you have a watch by any chance?
A watch?
Yes, like like a Casio or.
No, I left my Casio back in 1982. The calculator one,
Well, if you had it, it would be time for Killer Trivia.
It's time for Killer Trivia, so go and tell your mom. It's time for Killer Trivia, for your sake, don't be wrong. It's time for Killer Trivia, we hope you play along, cause it's time for Killer Trivia.
For those of you who don't know what Killer Trivia is, Killer Trivia essentially just figures out our turn order. And here we go. So, K-Tron, it's your category, so you're going last. Jay Grave, it's your first time on the show, so you get to guess first. I guessed first last time, so it's going to go Jay Grave, Mc-Cripsy, me, K-Tron. All right?
All right, ready?
All right, pick a color. Green, yellow, orange, pink, blue, or purple?
Green.
Okay. In The Sixth Sense, what is the profession of the protagonist played by Bruce Willis?
Oh, jeez.
I didn't even realize he had a job in that movie.
Yeah, me neither. I think he's like isn't he like an ex-cop or something?
Is that your guess?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I'm going to go with he's a security guard because he's got a poncho.
Oh.
Mc-Cripsy?
Well, considering that you guys didn't know he had a job, I'm guessing he's a priest.
I'm saying he's a detective, not an ex-cop, but a currently working detective.
Oh man, I screwed up.
Probably
I was thinking of Unbreakable.
Why? What was that?
Easy to mistake those two.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Well,
Who's
anyway.
right?
I was wondering where the poncho came in, but I was just gonna go with it.
Yeah, those two are blending together in my head so great now.
That's all right. We're all completely wrong. He was a child psychiatrist.
What?
That actually makes more sense. This is a Sixth Sense. That made more sense. I just thought priest because of demonic stuff.
He
I
was
thought
dead.
that, and I was like, no, Bruce Willis would not play that ever.
Spoilers.
Away.
All right. So it's wrong. Pick a different color.
Pink.
Okay. Who played the Psychopathic Henry and the Good Son. Oh, this is so easy.
Never seen that movie. I'm gonna say Macaulay Culkin because I've never seen that movie.
I'm gonna go with what's his name because I'm pretty sure you're right, but the other kid's name is the heck's his name? Oh, can't think of his name.
I'm not going to tell you because I don't want you to
I know
win.
his
I want to
though.
help you. I want to help you.
I can picture like every movie he's in right now.
Just give him a
Lord
new
of the
name.
Rings. Mm.
Yeah, now I'm just going Frodo. Thinking
He's
just
got
of
pretty
Sam.
eyes.
Yeah,
He
it's not.
does.
See, I keep thinking Edward Furlong, but I know it's not Edward Furlong.
You have to bring him up every episode.
I know. He's my boy. Fuck it, Edward Furlong. Go ahead, McCrispy.
I don't have a real answer, so I'm gonna say Will Smith.
Elijah Wood is who you're thinking of?
Yeah. What? You said
Elijah
Pink, right?
Wood.
Yeah,
They're both babies in that movie.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Like
Very
super
young.
babies.
All right,
Yeah.
so you are correct. So you get to pick the orientation. So pick who you want the order to go.
Oh man. Oh, it's stressful. Let's do collector first.
Damn it.
K-Tron second.
Okay.
I will go third, and then Mc-Cripsy last. Let's do that.
Let's go. I go
Okay.
last.
Let me just get my notes set up here.
Let me eat another grape.
All right. So first clue for mine.
Looking for a grape sponsorship?
Hmm.
Welch's, please.
Surprised not eating like deep fried butter.
This is Dole's.
Oh, come on. You're blowing our spot.
All right. So first clue for mine is there was a budget of $40 million, and the movie went on to gross worldwide $8.5 million.
Split.
Oh.
Pluto Nash.
It's not Pluto Nash, although
You bring it up every podcast.
it's a great film. I just haven't seen it in 20 years.
Total Recall, but the crappy remake.
We don't speak of that one. There's no remake.
The original Total Recall, then.
Any guesses, Jenny?
No.
Dread. Not Judge Dredd, but Dread.
Bread.
Dread? No. Does anyone even play multiple roles in that movie?
No, but I just wanted to say it.
No. What was the drug? It was like slow mo.
It sounds
It made you
familiar.
think slow mo, but like it's something. I don't think it was called slow mo, but it made you like feel slow mo.
800 million people living in the ruin of the old world. Only one thing fighting for order in the chaos. The men and women of the Hall of Justice.
Peachtree's is the manufacturing base for all the slow-mo in Mega City 1.
You know how often we get a judge up in Peachtree's?
Well, you got one now.
I don't know. It's basically why it was like Judge Dredd, but Inception at the same time.
Yeah, because God had telepathical powers, and a guy uses powers. Yeah.
Anyways,
Is
you're
that a
up, K-Tron.
sentence? Okay. In my movie, there is a drive-by shooting.
Oof.
Drive by.
A
Is it
shooting.
Big Mama's house?
No.
Austin Powers. I don't know if there's a drive-by shooting in that.
The second one, I believe there is. So there's an attempted.
There's
No.
guns. There's no drive by.
Mm.
In the third one, there was kind of where he did a backflip off a car and he shot a helicopter.
Yeah, but then he like landed with the shifter on his crotch, and it was Tom Cruise, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the joke. It was Tom Cruise as Austin.
Oh my god, yeah. Maybe if it was a drive-by shagging, baby.
See what you did there.
Sorry, that was bad.
Oh,
terrible.
behave, baby.
All right, Jay
Pass.
Grave, you're up.
Oh man. All right. Roger Ebert, excuse me, famously hated this movie so much that he refused to write a review for it. Refused flat out. Ugh.
Damn, I have no idea who that is.
You don't know who Roger Ebert is?
I'm
My
terrible.
goodness,
At
I feel
names.
old now, dude. Woo.
I am 93% sure I know your movie, by the way.
No way.
Yep.
Son of a
Shit.
bitch.
I thought that'd be
Say
a
it
good,
then.
like, strong hitter. All right.
I'm
I'll
not
take
gonna
that
go out and
challenge.
name it right out of the gate, though.
You just let Stu. You gotta let Stu suffer. Yeah,
Yep.
I got it.
You got to be sure you're not 100%
Yep.
yet.
I went and
Mm.
re-listened to the last episode we did, and you said you knew what the movie was through the whole thing, and you did not. So I
Yep.
can't necessarily trust your hunches.
There's a
All
lot.
right.
There's
Good
a
to
lot
know.
where we'll. I believe on the previous episode, which was what's the one we just recorded, Aliens. There's a movie that we talk about, and I even put like a sample from the movie, but we never tell anyone what the movie is, and we were
I
completely
couldn't remember
wrong.
the name of it.
I don't even remember what it is either, and I edited it.
Yeah.
All right, Mc-Cripsy, you're up.
All right, well, I'm gonna give out my favorite clue to give out is that my movie has arson in it.
Nice.
I always give this clue because all my movies have arson. It's a pattern at this point.
Yeah.
All right. Is it Willy's Wonderland?
No, there's not a character who plays multiple roles in that.
Yeah, I was like, who plays multiple roles in that?
I don't know.
Arson.
Is your movie Carrie?
No, who plays multiple roles in that?
Sissy Spacek plays Carrie and also Carrie later in the film.
That does not count.
Nice.
Oh my god!
She
I thought
plays
the
the-
Try, though,
acid poll was
K-Tron.
bad. No.
She plays the timid teenage girl going through some things, and then she also plays the telekinetic bloody monster at the end.
She also plays the pig's blood. Yeah, pig's blood as it's supposed to be.
Yes, she plays the blood on her own self.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll give you guys another clue from my movie. There are ashtrays everywhere because smoking is allowed indoors. And I mean, everywhere you look, it's like in the corner of the room, it's in elevators, it's like on desks, you name it. It's always there.
How's there an ashtray in an elevator? There's just like a kick-up stand for it.
No, like back in
Just
the
like a trash
day,
can.
back in the day, they would like stick them in the corner and they have like kitty litter in them. I don't know what they would
Is
use.
this a Wes Anderson film?
No.
Is it Ghostbusters?
No.
It's a lot of smoking in the first one.
Was there? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
It was
Why do you
my
think there's so many ghosts?
it was my boy Winston.
Hmm.
I keep forgetting Winston's in the second movie. That's how much I remember Winston.
He's the best character. He's got the best scene in the second one with the ghost train.
Yeah.
That's a big
absolutely.
Twinkie. Sure, that says it. That's a big Twinkie.
All right, K-Tron, you're up.
My movie features the use of walkie-talkies.
These are so vague. Damn.
Starting out slow, baby.
I gotta like choose one word from some of mine. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Child's Play 3.
Was your movie Big Mama's House 2?
No. What's the subtitle to that one?
Walkie talkie.
I don't think there was one.
What the hell are you doing?
I've gone undercover as Big Mama.
That's an image that's gonna keep me up tonight.
Agent Malcolm Turner is going undercover.
I thought you may have forgotten all about me.
Oh, no! Big Mama could never forget that ass. Ma, asthma.
Deep undercover.
Something wrong, child?
You're
Oh, that. When you get to be my age, they're like yard dogs. If you don't put them on a leash, they'll just roam all over the neighborhood. Huh?
A little sidebar. When I was like a teenager, that I believe the first one was coming out, and I remember my dad's friend was over the house, and all she kept talking about was how excited she was to see Big Mama's house.
Is your movie Tropic Thunder?
Ooh.
No.
Oh, that would be another nice loophole one, huh?
Ooh. There's arson in that movie. Is your movie Traffic Thunder?
No, nice try.
Just checking.
All right, Jay Grave, you're up.
I'm gonna do an easier one, but I'll do a harder one since you guys are throwing nothing at me.
Yeah. Don't hold back on us. We will eat you alive like vultures if you give us too much.
This movie features Mr. Bones Ripper.
I know your movie.
No! Damn it. What is it then? Go for it.
I don't know.
Your movie is Nothing But Trouble.
Damn, correct.
Oh my goodness.
That is a
Yep.
deep cut. How
Oh, we've seen that film.
Podcast's name. Do you know this movie? Damn.
It's a little thing called Home Box Office.
Welcome to the last resort.
You look pretty this evening, sister. Doing something different with your hair?
Where something's always cooking.
How about a nice Hawaiian punch?
We're some good friends.
Okay, let's eat.
Where someone's always shaken. And anything's better than house policy.
What's house policy? Whatever man touches her, the one she keeps. What?
Absolutely.
That's probably how I know it too, honestly. Yeah, this is a good one. It's not like there's not a lot of characters being played by the same people, but there's there's your John Candy, and then there's your Dan Aykroyd, of course, in heavy, gross ass makeup.
So gross.
Eating the hot dog.
That's the worst. I couldn't remember what that movie was, but then the scene with the hot dog was burned in my memory forever.
Yep. I watched it earlier today, and I was like,
getting nauseated just thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
Everybody need to see that. Yeah, good job. Wow, I'm impressed. Whew. Heavy hitters.
All right, Mc-Cripsy, you're up.
Let's go. My movie's got family road trips, baby. Let's go.
Road trips.
Road trips and arson.
Yes. Two things that go together like peanut butter and milk. They just go together really well.
Oh my goodness.
Is it Road Trip?
Nope.
It's your movie National Lampoon's Vacation.
Nope.
Okay.
Freddy Got Fingered.
No, not Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah, I don't think anybody plays any other characters in that one. That's all Tom Green.
Tom Green plays himself in that movie. I mean,
All right, I got nothing.
Why don't I see two LeBarons? Freddie?
God
All
damn,
right.
you have the song stuck in my head now.
So my movie has multiple antagonists.
I've already forgotten what your clues were, and I'm not writing them down this time.
One of the Evil Deads. Just pick any
There's
of them.
multiple antagonists, and they also play multiple roles in it.
Evil Dead.
Army of Darkness.
No and no.
Evil Dead 2. Dead by Dawn.
I didn't even think of that. That Bad Ash and Good Ash would be two different characters.
Yeah, me and Chris were actually talking about that not too long ago.
Nice.
Yeah. Bruce Campbell plays himself and Evil Ash, where he's surprisingly good at acting. No offense, but he's surprisingly.
You could also
good.
say he played his hand too.
Oh, that he played his own hand, like the stop motion hand.
No,
That
You don't know that was his hand.
it wasn't his hand. It was the guys
I
from
don't know.
K&B Effects.
I put the TV on, like regular TV, like just to eat a sandwich the other day, just to kill time because I didn't know what else to stare at while eating. And Bubba Hotep was on the sci-fi-ish channel. Comet,
Nice.
And I was like, this movie is awful. It's terrible.
How could I have gone from the king of rock and roll to this old guy in a rest home?
You were an Elvis impersonator. You fell off a stage and broke your hip? When was it? 20 years ago.
Actually, they took a piece of my brain. I got a little bag of sand up there now.
Jack, President Kennedy was a white man.
They dyed me this color. What we have here at Shady Rest is an Egyptian soul sucker of some sort.
Some kind of Bubba Hotep.
You know, a mummy hiding out, feeding on the sleeping.
All right, K-Tron, you're up.
Let's see. My movie has multiple instances where someone says, what the hell is that? Like pointing at something behind somebody for them to look and then for them to go attack that person.
I keep thinking Tremors. I know it's not Tremors, but I just think Tremors when I hear that scene.
Could be Tremors.
All I can picture is just Tremors, mainly the first one. That's all I can think of for that one.
What's his name in that one? Kevin Bacon? Kevin Bacon in the first Tremors?
I like the name, so
He's
sure.
only in the first one.
Yeah.
He definitely also plays a Tremor.
I wouldn't know.
Graboid.
Wait a minute. Is your movie... No, wouldn't make sense. I think... Oh, I should have picked that one.
Have any of you been to Planet Hollywood before?
No.
Like,
Yes.
You
a
sit
long
in the
time ago.
restaurant, you stare at the stuff. I went
Is
to
it
one
even
and
still
they
around?
I think so. At like resort places. I went to one and they had like a puppet graboid in like hanging up over the booth where we were eating, and I was like, "This is the coolest ever." Just want to let you know.
I'm
It's
pretty sure
probably
you
like-
went to a Hard Rock Cafe, not a Planet Hollywood.
No, I've been to both. I went to Planet Hollywood in Vegas.
Is your movie Hatchet 3? That's the one where the father shows up. Hatchet 3.
Nope.
Walkie-talkies. I got nothing. This is a tough one.
It's tough. I got
There's no
nothing.
walkie talkies in hers. Collector, is yours Hatchet?
No.
Oh.
All right, Jay Grave, you're up.
Mr. Humpty appears in this film.
Come on, do the hump.
Humpty, let's go.
Let's see. What's the name of the band in that one?
Digital Planet, no Diggable Planets.
No Diggable
With
Planets.
with Tupac.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, with
yeah.
then, yeah.
I don't know if I think it was the same name.
No,
I
that
don't
was
think they changed it.
Digital Underground.
Digital Underground.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I say? Digital Planets.
Something like that. Yeah. That's all right.
I don't know where I got that from.
Close enough.
But,
It's
yeah,
fine.
Tupac.
No bother.
Mr. Humpty is fantastic.
Why do they show up at the end? I don't remember.
They're driving through this like random house in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. Just because they could get them in the movie is why.
Yep. They have a whole like musical interlude. Yeah, it's great. They end up being the wedding band too.
If I'm not mistaken, Dan Aykroyd, he got the idea for that movie because a similar incident happened to him where he had to go to like was the guy like a constable or I don't know, whatever the judge's actual title was.
That was another one of my trivias, Collector. Thanks.
Yeah.
Spoiling it.
Well, it was a good movie, you know.
But I mean, good is a questionable term for it, but special. It's a special.
Absolutely.
All right, McCrispy, you're up.
My movie has a home invasion.
Arson, home invasion, family
And a
trip.
road trip?
Yep.
A home invasion? Is that what you just said?
Yep.
Is your movie Home Alone?
Nope.
Is your movie Us?
Damn you!
Hey!
Hey, nice.
Why would you say that, man?
That's a good one too.
The one time I play straight, I lose. This is why I don't listen to you two.
What, me? What did I tell you to do?
You told me to not find a loophole, play it straight, but no, I instantly get hit with getting guessed third.
Stop
What
picking
actor
movies with
plays
arson.
multiple roles in that one? I don't remember.
Pretty much all the duplicates played by the same actors.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So like clones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they did such a good job playing like
Themselves.
Like I had to look it up to be like, is that the same people? Because they were just so different in those characters. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, they look the same, but like they're so different. But yeah, absolutely. It was them playing very different characters of themselves.
There's a family in our driveway.
It's probably the neighbors. But y'all scared of a family?
Hi, can I help you?
Zora, put your shoes on.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
So in my movie, I like to like notice things that I don't know stand out, and one of the things was a bunch of the characters had Tech Nines. Do you know what Tech Nines are?
The band.
Yeah.
No,
rapper.
not the horror rapper. Tech Nine. It's like a gun, but it's horribly inaccurate. It was huge in like the 90s, where like you could basically like aim it at a wall or a watermelon or something, and it wouldn't hit anything at all.
Is that like a handgun or like something bigger?
It's like it's a machine gun, but it's a handgun, but like it's got like a super long clip thing on it, and yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It's hard to describe.
I had no idea that was a gun.
Yeah,
Can I
well,
look
that's
it
where the hardcore rapper got his name from.
Is that the squirt guns they use in Airheads? Is that the same thing?
No, those are Uzis. that was big in the 90s.
That's what I was imagining.
You could tell what time frame your movie's from too, according to what their guns are. Like in was it Night of the Comics? Night of the Comet. Sorry, they all have
that's
Mac
what you're
10s.
talking about. Yeah, I just found it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be Googling during the podcast, you cheater.
I lost. What can I Google? I lost.
You have to get back in.
I'm Googling what a Tech 9 is.
2 chances to get back in right now. Just saying. All right, K-Tron, you're up.
There are lots of piles of garbage in my movie.
Wally. No.
Wally.
Wally.
Is your movie Ernest Scared Stupid?
It is
K-Tron?
not. No.
Is it Ernest Goes to Camp?
No. He does play multiple characters.
Yeah. And there's
But,
walkie-talkies, and there's probably not a drive-by.
Well, the golf cart's driving around like crazy.
Probably not a drive-by, but possibly a drive-by.
If
I
the
love it.
was it if the hero is true, the arrow will not pierce him.
Yeah, that's. I think that applies to double barrel shotguns too. You know.
I was
In
actually.
Ernest-
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I insist.
All right. In Ernest Scared Stupid, I distinctly remember it was the scene when they're like in the little treehouse thing in the woods where they're fighting off the bad guys. And he does those multiple roles for no reason.
Yes,
He's
it's
just all of a
beautiful.
sudden his other characters that he always plays in things. He just slips into them. No explanation.
Because he's in battle mode. K-Tron.
Right, yeah.
I almost chose Ernest, and then I was like, oh no, K-Tron knows me too well. She would guess it like before I even spoke.
The other day, I was talking to someone, and they were like, "Oh man, I love Ernest Scared Stupid." I'm like, "Well, what about Ernest Goes to Camp?" And they had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that was such a special movie. I love it. I mean, I love all of them, but like, that's an actual good movie.
I love 80s movies when it shows like the freaks and the punks, but also like the horrible stereotypical different categories of people.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
They
I
do
for
that
some
really
reason.
well. Yep.
So.
And when Ernest is singing to his turtle, oh.
It's the one movie that's got it all. Danger. Is that your smallest needle? I did it! I just a little bird, baby! Suspense. Romance.
Good night.
Is that a rabbit over there? And actual danger.
That's poison ivy.
Fire!
You get the jocks, you get the prissy ones, you get the sporty ones. You
always get the rich kid.
With the sweaters.
Oh yes.
The
when
collar,
I went,
high collar.
it's weird. When I went to school, there was never a rich kid. I always thought that was weird. We were all just people. It felt weird.
Maybe that means you were the rich kid.
It's also not 1984.
Oh, that helps. Yeah. Wasn't 1984. It's very true.
What was it? 22 Jump Street when he goes back to school and everything's changed.
Yeah.
How come you're wearing your backpack with both straps, you nerd? Oh, because it's good for your back. Otherwise, you'll get like scoliosis.
So, in this movie, there is a bunch of insane like set design and fun. I don't even know how to describe it, but there's a slide that goes down into a pit of squeaky toys. Like people slide down into a pit of like hundreds and hundreds of squeaky toys. I just thought that was great.
All I can think of is a New Nightmare for that, because New Nightmare was terrible. That's all I can think of.
I believe there's no slides or squeaky toys in New Nightmare.
No, there's definitely no. There's a squeaky toy Buzz, whatever it's called, and there is a slide at one point, or at least the kid jumps off the
There's
slide.
no slide. There's a scene of him being pulling Nancy down into her casket, and she's inside of a casket.
That's a slide.
Oh yeah, that's the slide. Yeah.
Mm.
Either way, that movie's awful. I don't know why people say, "Oh, it's so good." It jump started screaming. I'm looking at like there's a little kid who runs through a highway, then Fred just picks him up. Not asleep, nothing, just throws him up in the sky like a.
That's because the kid is asleep.
And how the hell is he running through
He's
a
sleepwalking.
highway? Do you know how loud highways are? I can hear them for miles.
Did you ever
would
see
not
Dream
sleep
Warriors
there.
when Freddy's doing the marionette and gets the kid to come out of his room and go up onto the roof and then jump off?
The difference is that's not on a speeding highway. It's
Where the
artistic,
dreams
horrifying.
It's the same concept,
Warriors.
except one of them has cars, one of them doesn't.
You've
It's the dream world. People walk through fucking walls, but that's okay. But you draw the line when someone's crossing the highway.
I draw the line when you're defending what we agreed is a bad movie.
Oh no, that's not what I'm fighting about. I'm fighting about the plot. The theory makes sense. You should be looking on things like leather pants, trench coats.
Trench coats.
He's wearing Doc Martens in that movie, for the love of God.
Leather Freddy.
All right, is it my turn? I'm all messed up now after that one.
The Candyman can. The Candyman can.
In my movie, there's a E-TAC car GPS.
Oh, what?
You know what that
Sweet.
is? It's like a GPS that like back in the day was super like rare and not too many people had it, and the way it worked was off of cassette tapes. So like if you picked a town, let's say like New York City, it'd be like 5 or 6 cassette tapes. So as you're driving, like it's not like kind of like how it's basically not like modern day, but you would get to like a section of your map, and then when that map ends, it would be like, you need to switch to tape 2. Then you'd have to switch to your tape and like pull up the next map section. They made like a special holder for it too, so that as you're driving, you could keep constantly changing these cassette tapes because it was safe.
Collector, is
like-
your movie also Nothing But Trouble?
It is.
Oh my
Damn it.
goodness.
Wow.
No one
that
would've
took me
guessed
that long.
that.
You know, I
Oh.
should have caught on because I was like, that number you gave in the beginning, I was like, that sounds so familiar, but I didn't write it down. So I was like,
I think
it's
this
like,
is a first.
It is a first.
It is.
Oh, that's amazing.
I've been panicking this whole time trying to come up with clues.
Huzzah.
Just the freestyle, meanwhile we keep the beat kicking. Sweat dripping, girlies in the limo eating chicken. Oops, don't get the grease on your pantyhose. I love you, Rover, move over, I gotta blow my nose. Sneezing, but still I'm pleasing all the slimmies. Pull out my Jimmy, time to get busy with a Jenny. If it's good and plenty, don't you know? There I go, there I go, there I go. But I don't go nowhere without my gym hat. What I'm rapping is if she's clapping, then I'm strapping, cause I'm smarter than that. And then girlie, maybe we can get along. Cutie after cutie, it's just the same old song.
Well, unless one of us guesses K-Tron's movie, she wins, so that's bad.
No, the 2 of them are still in it.
Oh yeah, now you're in it, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So technically, we could still get back in though.
Yeah, if one of you can guess my film.
Yes.
Yeah, what's your movie?
My movie's Nothing But Trouble.
Whoa, really?
Is it?
There's a lot of piles of garbage in that movie. So
Wait, really? Is it? I'm
Oh
so
my
confused right now. Is it Nothing
Is
But
it-
Trouble?
Is it?
Oh, why would I say it if it was?
I don't think there's a
Damn it.
drive-by.
I'm
There's
just
no
trying to get
drive-by in
back
that,
in.
right?
No,
I
there's a
want to get
drive-by.
back in it. I
Is
want to
there?
win.
Yeah, at
Winning's
the end when
cool.
they're escaping and getting onto the train,
Oh my
and they're
god,
shooting the rifle at him.
what isn't in that movie?
There isn't Leather Pants Freddy.
That is true. All right,
The
K-Tron,
only
you're up.
thing. It's the only thing not in there.
Man, now I'm sweating. I got a lot riding on me here. Let's see. There's a lot of people reading the newspaper in my film.
Goodfellas. No, I just want to say Goodfellas. It's my favorite mom movie.
Your favorite mom movie?
Yeah, mom movie. They
So
got the
there's
best moms. In that
Walkie.
one.
This is the notes that I have, and once again I've messed them up. I have for you
Walkie Talkie. I keep
Drive
hearing about
By,
Walkie
which I
Talkie.
believe was Mc-Cripsy's movie.
Was it? No.
No, mine was Family.
Okay,
Road
so
Trip,
I have
Arson.
Drive
You're
By.
right. You're right.
Drive By, Walkie Talkies. What is that? And newspaper is what I wrote down. I don't know.
What is that?
What is that? What is
Yeah, those
this
are the
movie?
clues I gave.
What
That's
is that
correct.
movie?
What is that movie, man?
Newspapers. I need a year. I can't do this.
Newspapers, and there's multiple. Is it Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me?
Nope.
Austin Powers International Man of Mystery.
No.
Austin Powers, Gold Member.
No.
Austin Powers for the non-existent.
All right.
Austin Powers 4 is the Cat in the Hat movie. We all agreed, right?
Yes.
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 Oh, I know your movie. Your movie is Sorry I Married an Axe Murderer.
No.
I don't think he plays. He doesn't play multiple characters in that.
He
He
does.
plays the father.
He does.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. Is your movie
Alright.
Friday the 3rd?
Wow.
No. I was going to say Friday the 13th Part 9. That's wrong.
Hi, my name is Mike Myers. Perhaps you recognize me from my recent motion picture, Wayne's World. Thanks. As you can see, I'm on the set of my new film in which I play a young fellow named Charlie, who gets a little more than he bargained for. For example, there's suspense. Have you heard of this case? Mrs. X. She murders her husband on her honeymoon, then she changes her identity and marries again.
I never heard of it, so what?
I think I'm dating Mrs. X.
What's the
Is it?
subtitle on that one?
There is no 9. There's
Friday
Jason Goes to
13th.
Hell.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought you were just saying that Jason Goes to Hell doesn't exist. There is no 9. It goes Manhattan to space, and that's it.
That one's
Yeah.
good if you like demon worms that crawl inside of people, and then you kind of see Jason in reflections.
If you want to see Evil Dead but Jason, close enough. You know?
All right, Jay Grave, you're up.
I wrote some J-Bob kung fu from the movie.
Okay.
I've got bedpan fu, bone fu, machine gun fu, giant man, baby bodysuit fu.
Oof.
So those are the foos that I paid attention to in that movie.
Sweaty, glistening, big babies.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was quite.
Where can I learn this form of art? Where are these dojos at? I keep getting normal dojos.
The bedpan dojo is right next to the giant sweaty baby dojo.
Yeah.
So if you can
Oh,
make it
really?
to both classes, yeah.
All right, McCrispy, you're up.
All right, well, my movie has time jumps. I think it was from 1963 to. If she's an adult at the time, I'm terrible time. Like
I believe it
1980.
was the 80s because that's when the Hands Across America wasn't it?
Yes, that's what that was. Yeah, yeah. My movie's very heavy into Hands Across America.
That wasn't even. I'm
It
so
was very
confused. When's
heavy.
the tide jump now?
It starts in
it
the
starts
80s
when-
and then
when-
jumps into now times.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was because like when she was a child, that was the time jump, and it goes into Hands Across America, which would be in the 19 whatevers.
No, it is in the 80s in the beginning because they
Yeah.
even say, oh, they're filming a movie here on the pier, which is Lost Boys is the movie they're talking about.
Yeah.
So it is 80s. It is because the duplicate did remember the Hands Across America thing, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
true?
I believe so, yes. And that's why
so.
no, the original daughter, because remember the duplicate kidnaps the original and they swap places. So the original remembers Hands Across America and uses that as her ploy to cause an invasion.
Yep.
This movie's very heavy, and I did not find it that enjoyable. That's just
It
I
is
found
very
it
heavy.
creepy. I found it creepy sometimes, but then they would just like shout what they're trying to say in my face with no subtlety, and I zoned out because not interested. Just like directly in our face, no subtlety. I got it. I
Well,
really did get it.
It's exposed what? Like, why are we still talking about his movie? All right.
Because my movie's the best one, clearly.
It's
out of everyone
controversial.
All right. Anyways, so my movie single-handedly destroyed Dan Aykroyd's career.
here. Freddy got fingered.
It was the
No.
only movie he directed, right? It destroyed.
He essentially, because his brother wrote it, he directed it, produced it, acted in it, and the whole reason why they got a bigger budget was because he just said, you know what, I'll just direct it, because at the time he had great star power, but the movie went so grossly over budget and then bombed at the box office, nobody would touch him again after that.
Understandable.
Poor Danny. But you know what? He's got Crystal Skull vodka going for him.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I remember that now.
Well, at that point too, you know, the height in the 80s, he's already got fuck you money. So he's already on autopilot at that
He's high,
point.
flying high. Even John Candy couldn't save that movie.
Yes. All right, K-Tron.
And John Candy was in Who's Harry Crumb. I just want to point out
Oh,
that movie is
man.
great.
Love that movie.
And it should not be. So if John Candy couldn't save nothing but trouble, I don't know.
What's the one where he goes to he goes like fishing or goes to like a cabin in the woods with a family or something?
Great Outdoors.
Yes, I remember that one.
And Dan Aykroyd's in that, right?
Dan Aykroyd is in that.
This is Chet.
You remember me, Chet Ripley?
How you doing? This is his family.
You can run around here naked as a bear and not worry about running into anybody.
This is Roman.
What a gas.
This is his family.
I'm waiting for their heads to rotate around and vomit pea soup.
They're about to spend 1 week together in the great outdoors.
We weren't invited.
They'll be tickled to death to see us. Who invited them anyway?
But this is no holiday.
The man is an ass!
This is war.
Was Dan Aykroyd's Second City? I know he was on SNL, but they all became friends, so.
He was in SCTV too, which was a sketch show.
Okay, that's
from
what
Canada.
it was.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, for me, there's laser discs and CDs featured in my film in the background.
Laser discs and CDs.
Is your movie Garbage Pail Kids?
No.
Why would you watch?
Stretch.
Why would you watch? Why would you watch that even for the role? Even if it fits, why would you put yourself through that?
That's a
I
movie
would do
where
it. I would do
it's
it.
like it's just this far away from being awesome, but the fashion design thing is thrown in there and
What?
it makes no sense.
What do you mean this far from being awesome? The literal plot is that there's an ugly prison for ugly people and they're trying to keep the garbage pails out of it. That is the plot. That is
And then
how
they have a
that
fashion
is-
show.
Is your movie Zoolander?
No.
What's your clue again?
I'm in one movie with a laser disc in it, and it's SLC Punk.
There's a movie on there, he says.
I want to say the regular show movie, even though I know that's positively wrong.
It's not the regular show movie. So I guess an animated film in which somebody did multiple voice acting for could count.
How many words are in the title of your film?
Yeah, we need more K-Tron.
I'm not telling you guys till it's like later. I don't trust any of you. I'm the
K-Tron.
only one left here.
We have 20 minutes.
What time period did it come out in?
All
I'm
right.
guessing the 80s, but I don't know.
No,
What is your
she's throwing
title?
She's throwing in Laserdisc for
90s?
nostalgia. I know the game.
Do you know?
Yes. All right, Jay Grave, you're up.
Oh man, it's hard when somebody else has your movie. My movie featured roller coaster torture.
I believe that roller coaster too was another reason why the budget went so over the top. It was
Oh, I can see that.
they
yeah.
bought it for like I don't know how like 30 grand off of someone just
Amazing.
because.
It was really cool. I loved that. I love the sets. I loved all like the slides built in and all the levers, and it was. I mean, it could have been great.
I believe too. Don't hold me to this. One of the things was they were going to release it on a certain date, and then they changed it, and it went up against like James Bond or something. So there was no way that they could have, potentially made their money back.
Gotcha. And they had Chevy Chase.
Well, he was at his height
Ugh.
at that point too.
Not impressed. Never impressed. With I was like, this movie would be good if Chevy Chase wasn't in it. He's just so hammy. Ugh.
I like his character. I mean, in my opinion, he's only got one character, and unfortunately, it's also his character in real life.
Yeah, it's him.
That's true.
So,
Smarmy piece of shit is his character.
yes.
All I could think of when you guys were talking about how like the movie came out like same time as like James Bond, meaning there was no way it's gonna make any money. Is the time like apparently Alvin and the Chipmunks 4 released at the same time as I think The Force Awakens, so there was no way it was gonna make any money.
There's a fourth Alvin and the Chipmunks.
There's a new one coming out too.
What?
No.
Had
Was
no
the
idea.
fourth one the vacation one?
The fourth one is when like they got rid of David Cross, the only funny thing in any of the movies.
Oh, so it was I know which one it was. The one he was. They get the
Airport guy.
Dave's dating that chick,
Yeah.
and they're doing it's the
They're not even dating. They're like doing a business trip, but the ring was for someone else. But
Yeah.
they thought
Here's the deal, Miles. We all go to Miami to stop this proposal, and then we never have to see each other again.
Respect.
Thank you.
Now they're all hitting the road.
Tired.
By land.
We're going to Miami! Does this look like a face that will survive prison?
By sea.
That was awesome!
By air.
What is that? Body shot!
No, not that.
Anyways, don't watch that one.
Don't watch any of them. In fact, you don't have to. You don't.
You can watch the cartoon 80s one where it's the chipmunks and the chipettes finding the little dolls filled with diamonds or whatever all over the world.
Oh, it's
Is that didn't they have a Halloween one? Or is that a straight to DVD?
I think that's the case. But that other movie, so good.
I remember
Or
that.
better yet, you can just watch all the scenes of David Cross in it. That would work.
They paid
David
him.
Cross is not in the cartoon.
They paid him a shitload of money to be in those movies.
He's the only good part of it.
Look at the third one.
who
He
can make the lines
spends
work.
75% of the time he's on the screen in a pelican costume.
Yeah, that's amazing. He's the only good part
for
of the
him.
movie. He can only make the jokes work.
All right, so I got some quotes from my movie. Let's
great.
see. You have a BMW, act like it. Thanks for the espresso maker and the bag of shit. If I win, I get another bowl of cereal. And we're going to Atlantic City. Get in the trunk.
Beautiful. Can I add one more?
Sure.
The only quote I wrote down from this movie was, "I think I dirtied my diaper." From Bobo, aka Dan Aykroyd in giant baby costume.
I think I dirtied my diaper. I'm gonna use that one. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one. I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna roll up on the street.
Do it.
Excuse me. I think I'm gonna have dirtied my diaper.
Jesus.
Smooth.
Speaking of dirty diapers, you're up, K-Tron.
Okay. There is an important book in my film.
Evil Dead.
No,
Shoot. Is your movie They Live?
it is not.
Santa's sleigh.
Important.
No, I don't think I've seen that one yet.
There's a book in that one which is called
Is Goldberg in that?
Yes, he plays a killer Santa who apparently. So in this movie, Santa was like lost a bet with an angel, a game to an angel. So now he's forced to be good for years on end, and then once those things expire, he gets to go back to being murderous.
Nice.
And this is explained through a book that some guy makes fun of saying, "Is that the Necronomicon?" But he pronounced Necronomicon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called
So-
copyright.
I don't think you can copyright Necronomicon.
No, it's a real book. You can't.
It's not a real book.
It is. It was like a
It's-
real book discovered in Egypt. It's not.
No,
it doesn't summon demons, but it's a real thing.
That's according to H.P. Lovecraft, who just made up this book, but put it in all of his books to the point where everybody believed it. Then they made a real book, but it's not a real book.
Well, you just said they made it, so it is a real book now.
Okay, but
Did you realize she's doing it again? She's doing the misdirection game.
You did this last time where you were like,
I
"Oh
have
yes,
never.
colorful something or others." And anyway, they had white pants.
Well,
They have
yeah,
white pants.
If you have white jeans, it's just creepy as hell. I'm sorry.
In my movie, all the characters wear red jumpsuits. I'll get that out
That's
there.
correct.
So your
And golden
movie is a
scissors.
Slipknot music video. Damn it, she's doing it again. She's dividing us.
It's all of you against me. It's my only strategy.
All right, Jay
Buck.
Griff, you're up.
Oh, it's gonna kill me. This movie ends with a spoof on Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And
Does
it's
it really?
ridiculous? Yes,
I don't remember that.
it's ridiculous. It's like the the part where Roger Rabbit like jumps through the window and his silhouette is left behind. That's how this
Mhm.
movie ends.
Okay.
after a train scene, after all this insanity, I was like, wow.
If I'm not mistaken, Dan Aykroyd, just anyone could say anything, and as long as he thought it was a good idea, he'd put it in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I should try that. My movie should have killer octopuses.
They already have that.
No, wait, let me finish. And a romantic comedy.
Well, you're up, Mc-Cripsy, so you might as well either tell us about the movie you're making or...
Okay. All right. So the movie will be called I shouldn't say that.
Octo
Nope.
Love?
No, it wasn't gonna be that. So I'm gonna say a real clue instead of get myself banned here.
Yeah, how are you gonna get banned from Octopus Love? They have
Octopussy, that's
feelings
how.
too. That's the name of a movie.
Octopussy.
Yeah, it's already a movie, dude.
Yeah.
It is. Damn
Someone
it.
already made your film.
Yeah, it's a James Bond
No.
movie.
James Bond.
James Bond's Octopussy. No.
How many times is James Bond going to ruin someone's movie tonight?
That's so true.
My movie, I like the acting. There, I said it. They're good at acting. We've only been a while they're good at acting, but still.
All right, so I'll give you another list. So some of the people that were attached to my movie was John Hughes, Chris Farley, Meg Ryan, Jeff Goldblum, and John Landis.
How's Chris
See.
Farley?
I only
He was
recognize half those
supposed to
names.
play the role of what John Candy ended up playing.
Oh, wow. That would have been a very different movie.
I believe he was whatchamacallit, Saturday Night Live wouldn't release him from their contract in order to film the movie. So that's why he's not in it.
Yeah, John Landis turned it down. I don't know why.
I believe he was filming something else at the time,
Mm.
if I'm not mistaken.
It never occurred to me how weird a name is like Candy. Like, I didn't know Candy was a real last name.
Yeah, you don't really think about it until you're like,
I don't.
huh,
I
well,
don't.
John Candy and Kevin Bacon.
It's pretty fitting, though. You know.
Yeah.
He's kind of a silly dude.
Sweet.
Lily only what's
Sweet and
his
silly.
Jack?
Yeah.
Only his name works. Like, picture any other name of Candy. It sounds weird. Like, imagine Mike Candy.
Look, Mike Candy,
It's
if
a
you're
stripper
listening,
name for sure.
what Mc-Cripsy means is we just need to get to know you to find out how your name fits. I know out there's a Michael Candy listening tonight. Put your name in the comments.
Candy bar.
If your name is Mike Candy, please DM us your email, your mailing address. We'll send you something very nice.
All right, K-Tron, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. There's a gambling plot in my film.
Ooh.
Yours is definitely a James Bond. I just gotta remember which one.
Is it Casino Royale?
No.
The man was Le Chiffre, private banker to the world's terrorists, which would explain how he could set up a high-stakes poker game at Casino Royale in Montenegro. If he loses this game, he'll have nowhere to run. You're the best player in the service.
The Treasury has agreed to stake you in the game. But if you lose, our government will have directly financed terrorism. I will be keeping my eye on our government's money and off your perfectly formed house.
You noticed.
Gambling plot. Is it? No, it's not Office Space.
Casino with Robert
Ocean's
De Niro.
11.
Neither one of those films.
Ooh, that is a nice loophole right there because they do tend to be people. Ocean's 12.
It's 12.
I don't know if that would count if they're the same character pretending to be another character. I think that actor is still playing the same role as my
Well,
ruling
then-
on that one.
If there's one thing I
Question of
know,
what does role mean? What does role really mean?
That's true.
well, we're gonna start winding down soon, so the only person left to give a Hail Mary is K-Tron. So
I know.
next time
it's
around,
killing me.
K-Tron. Whose turn is it? It is Jay Grave.
Is there any trivia left from this movie?
Oh, I got a bunch. We'll start small. Did you manage to find Tupac Shakur in the movie?
Yes, that was one of my my trivia's. But Demi Moore is in this movie, and she runs around in pearls pretty much the whole time. Which is weird.
Nice. Okay.
And yeah, Tupac. I did see him, little baby Tupac.
Yeah, he was in the Nike, not Nikes. Whatchamacallit?
Like a jersey.
Yeah, New
Or
York
jersey.
Yankees.
There you
He was
go.
doing background vocals.
Mm.
I believe his part was the "All Around the World's the Same Song."
All around the world.
Makes sense.
Yep. All right, so it's the Mc-Cripsy, you're up again.
Me again. I just give another fact, even though you already know what my movie is.
Yep. See, the whole point is now you're trying to get people to watch your movie.
Hmm.
So far, you've endorsed Octopussy.
Let's go. But nah, movie's really good. If you like heavy messages, this movie has that.
It is good. I saw that in the theater.
The duplicates are legit creepy. I didn't realize how creepy they were until I watched again. They're generally good. Problem is they just keep having the main one monologue. It really bogs it down me because they just keep monologuing, and I'm like, Just go back to creepy stuff. I got the message. You presented it at the beginning. Just please.
He's
do
filming
more
his
creepy
next
stuff.
movie right now too, Jordan Peele.
I've seen
Really?
trailers for
Yeah.
the one that's coming out.
He also did Get Out, right? Was that any good?
Yes.
I've never seen it.
Get Out is far superior, I think.
It is. Yeah,
I gotta
think
watch
it's
it then.
better, but Us was cool. Like the ideas and things are cool. It's just maybe a little bit too much, but
It was
I
just
liked
too
it a
heavy
lot.
for me.
Well, he was trying to make sure he didn't get hit with the sophomore slump, is what it was.
Yeah,
What is the sophomore slump? I'm not as keen as you are with
So
the kids.
you know, in high school, how sophomore is your second year of high school.
Oh, I remember
Okay.
that year. Awful. Keep going.
So the way it works is you get like a director, or it could be anything, it could be, you know, whatever the heck they're
Music
famous
and
for.
musicians happens a lot too.
So they make something super crazy, great, known throughout the world, and then when they go to do their next project, it bombs miserably because they could never live up to
Ooh.
the hype of the original.
That actually
Like-
happens a lot now I think about it.
Does.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
You have that incredibly amazing debut that everybody praises, and then having to kind of follow up with that is very difficult.
Yes.
I think Predator 2 suffered from that because like Predator 2 wasn't better, but it wasn't bad. But everyone said it was like the worst Predator movie, period.
Well,
I
it
don't
suffered
know
because
why.
Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "No way in hell am I going back."
Yeah, he had to film his 5th Terminator. Sorry.
No, he just straight turned it down.
Still though, he did so many Terminators and I don't know why. They got worse with each.
It's
Well,
a little
no,
thing
second
called
one was
money.
a banger.
He did the
Yeah,
third one. James Cameron literally told him, "Do it and ask for a obscene amount of money." So that's what he did.
And they did it again and again
Yes.
and again.
All right,
Speaking of
K-Tron.
franchises, I have a guess for K-Tron. I don't know if it's real.
Sure.
Wait,
or
don't
real.
do it yet. Don't do it yet.
No?
She's gonna
Are you
change her
supposed to do
clue
it
depending
after?
what you guess.
Okay.
Go ahead,
No,
K-Tron.
God, do your guess. They just don't want you to win. Don't listen to him.
I'm nervous.
We don't
is your
want
movie
you.
Back to
We
the
want you to
Future
win. Trust
3?
us.
It is not.
Is it Back to the Future 2?
It is.
No!
No!
I totally had them mixed up in my head. I was like, which one is which? I don't remember.
Who plays
I think
multiple
I win
roles?
that one, actually, Collector. Thank you.
Nope.
Damn it.
It's a little thing we like to play, the piggyback system. I told you to
Ah,
wait. Just
it's
saying.
rough.
What do you mean we're in the future?
October 21st, 2015.
Marty, we're gonna be able to see our wedding. Wow. The future. I gotta check this out, Doc.
Look what happens to your son.
Oh, he's a complete wimp.
Don't talk to anyone. You've been looking.
Hey, look!
Don't touch anything.
I need to borrow your hoverboard.
And try not to look at anything. I didn't invent the time machine to win at gambling.
I can't lose.
I invented a time machine to travel through time.
Hey, Doc, I'm all for that. What's wrong with making a few bucks on the side?
What was your tip going to be, K-Tron?
First I'll answer Mc-Cripsy. The multiple roles as Michael J. Fox plays himself, and he plays Marty McFly, and he also plays Marty McFly's children. So he plays the son and
Mhm.
daughter in the future.
Yep.
God damn it! I knew I should have watched more movies.
Yeah, I was just thinking of the piles of garbage on fire, and I was like, isn't that Back to the Future 3? I totally forgot.
It's a lot of garbage. Well, the DeLorean runs on garbage, so there's always near trash.
True.
The clue I was going to say was astrophysicist Carl Sagan praised the science of this film.
Ooh.
So that would have been kind of close if you were somewhere near
If
the
you know anything
vicinity.
about Carl Sagan.
And I tried real hard because in the beginning when Collector introduces us, he said the line, "Don't call me chicken." So I was like, sweating through the whole game, everyone.
It was from the beginning. It was like a Final Destination clue. We missed it.
It was. You should have known.
Foreshadowing.
Well, yeah, there's a
That was
drive-by in that
fun.
movie.
That was super fun.
I will kill for Tony Todd's voice.
All right. Well, before we
Okay.
get finished, we'll do some final thoughts on our movies. So I
I
believe
feel like we did that 5 times for me, so you can skip
So
me.
Jay
We
Grave,
did that 5
you're up.
times for me.
Any final
Final
thoughts?
thoughts. Dan Aykroyd. Wow. It came to me out of nowhere. It was like one of those movies that like sneaks up on you. You're like, oh my God, I forgot I watched that. It was like a black hole of a movie. And it doesn't disappoint. I would say don't watch it on YouTube because it looks like poop, but Reddit or something. It's available on streaming platforms. It's fun. You know, it's a good movie to put on in the background, not pay too much attention to, and then occasionally be like, what is happening? So it's fun, you know. I liked it.
All right, Mc-Cripsy, any final thoughts on yours?
We did mine like 3 times, so no, not really.
I love how disappointed you are.
I just realized like we've gone over my movie 3 times already, so I have nothing.
I've only seen that movie once, and like right after like the big reveal, which it revealed relatively early, if I remember. After that, I was just kind of like, okay, you know what I mean? If it was like showing them like as they're, you know, the doubles replacing multiple people for like a lot longer, I probably would have liked it better. But
I like the scene with Tim Heidecker, and I can't remember the woman's name. But the jerk couple, that's the friends, and their doubles show up. Like that whole scene is so funny and violent that it's great and different from the whole rest of the movie.
I think he capitalized on too how the Hands Across America, because I'm gonna say 98% of the people that watched that had no idea what that was. Like even I had to research it. You know what I mean?
Knew a little bit about it, but not too much.
Well, with the real Hands Across America bombed miserably. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, it did not go according to plan.
No.
I'm learning right now that it was a thing in real life.
Yeah.
See? Told you.
There's actually a theory of my movie that you know the little kid Pluto with the Chewbacca. No, Pluto's his double, but like the Chewbacca mask.
Yeah.
There's a theory that like Pluto is the original and that she actually swapped those two, which is why she cares for the clone Pluto more than any other clone.
I think I heard that.
And why Chewbacca Kid knows, I say in quotes, because like he looks at her funny and he interacts with her very differently. So yeah,
I've seen that theory somewhere.
Yeah, so there's a theory that she swapped those two as well, which I don't know how or why. I don't think that's the case.
Probably not, but still kind of interesting.
And so my movie, which obviously we same as Jay Grave.
You have a totally different opinion on it.
This movie, I absolutely love and hold it at high tier. And the reason why is back in the day when you had one movie channel, which was HBO, they would play things on a loop.
Constantly.
Whatever was on, you watched it. So, and it was like the loop was on basically the same thing every day. So you'd catch bits and pieces of the same movie constantly over and over and over again. So I remember this movie very vividly because it was on HBO around the clock. And I'm pretty sure it's not rated R. So that's why it's shown before 10 p.m. I'm not positive if it's rated R or not.
I don't think it is.
But as a kid, you know, you watch it and it's got, you know, crazy makeup effect guy monsters. It's got, you know, people dying, roller coasters, and like every room is themed too, which is really incredibly weird. Plus there's obviously secret pathways and slides and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was the best part of the movie for sure. It was like the set, the house. I feel like that house looked familiar too. Like it must have been in another movie. It almost kind of looked like the Addams Family house, but not really.
They apparently rented like all that junk that you see in the movie from all the locals around town.
Amazing. It had like, dolphin heads and like weird stuff.
You could see that Dan Aykroyd just did not give a fuck.
Throw it all
everywhere.
in.
Like I'll give you one more example. The dinner train, like K-Tron brought it up and I'm being, you know, all disgusted by it. They had already filmed that scene without the dinner train. And then some like the key grip guy would be like, no, it'd be funny if there's a train. So they spent like $60,000 just to build that train. And then on top of it, reshoot all that entire scene
for
again.
like a 30-second shot.
Yep.
Amazing.
You know, no offense, but I think it's obvious why this didn't work. I think upon further reflection, I felt bad, but the more you keep talking about how bad he is, I'm good. You know,
it's a spectacle, though.
You kind of You had your shot, buddy. You kind of you shot everything. You shot too much.
Shot too much.
I mean, if you're going director-wise, it was shot nice. It was just you'd spend a hell of a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he shot too much. I was saying he shot too much.
I feel like it was like a silly version of like Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Like a
That's
parody.
a good analogy.
Yeah.
All right, K-Tron, any final thoughts?
So my movie is Back to the Future Part 2 from 1989. I think it's my favorite of the series because Part 1 is back to the 50s and it's got the weird thing where he's dating his mom. And then Part 3 is Cowboy Times, which I probably saw that one the most, but like I don't really care that much about cowboys. So this one was in the future and it had all the weird technology like hoverboards, and he goes to the 80s cafe in 2015 is the future that he goes to. And there's an 80s cafe themed for like nostalgic purposes, which is kind of funny because if one of those existed right now, we would definitely go to it.
Oh, for sure.
Where's my hoverboard?
Back in the 80s was a big 50s nostalgia time. So they had those like 50s diner revival things happening. So that was kind of the joke in the movie. And that's where he goes to get Pepsi. And I love me some product placement. So there's 3 kinds of Pepsi on the menu. There's regular Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Pepsi Max, and Pepsi Perfect. And I don't know what all the different flavors are, but Pepsi Max did eventually become a thing. So that's cool. There's
Was Pepsi Max like more sugar or something?
No, that was like the 0 sugar version or like
okay,
the sugar substitute or something.
Yeah, it had like the brown label, right?
Black? I think Pepsi Max was a black.
No, that's
label.
Coke.
Coke, and that's but that's like the Pepsi version of Coke Zero.
Oh, yeah.
What was the clear one?
There's a Pepsi clear.
Pepsi, yeah.
Yeah, and Pepsi clear, and there was something else that went on, but like it didn't gain that much traction, and then Coke released their own version that was supposedly purposely bad, so people got confused, so they made a product to tank the other product, like a kamikaze.
There was a
bomb.
Coca-Cola Clear.
Yeah, I think so. Was that or Pepsi Blue? One of the two made.
No, I think it was Coke. No, was it Tab? Coke made Tab.
Oh, Tab.
To purposely be awful.
I just thought Tab was good.
I like Tab, yeah.
Well, I've never had it. I
hated
just see it
it.
in all these 80s movies.
No, it
I've
was
had it.
nasty. I tried it.
No.
Ooh, I
It's the
hated
same
it.
thing where it's like got the fake sugar substitutes, so it tastes weird.
Mhm.
But I like my movie. It's controversial in the way that Crispin Glover sued the shit out of them because he did not want to be involved in this film, and they were like, "Well, you're just gonna use your likeness anyway."
Oh my god, he was like floating around, right?
Yeah. So they had an actor with like face molds on him to make him look like Crispin Glover.
Wow.
And SAG went through this whole thing where they had these new laws protecting actors for like this purpose because he really didn't want to be involved with it. And
Crispin,
right, getting his moolah, good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even in the first one, he was doing all kinds of crazy shit because he wanted to play the character a different way, and he just was refusing to do anything the director said.
He was notorious for not liking the end of Back to the Future because the whole thing was his family has money, and he thought it was very like shallow, just to be like, oh hey,
Bad
we have money
taste,
now, we're
yeah.
happy, hooray,
Yeah.
money makes everything great. It's the 1980s.
Why am I agreeing with him now? Before I was like, okay, but now I'm like agreeing with him more and more. Now the point that ending is kind of, I don't want to say bad because people get mad when I say bad, but it is shallow, exactly
Little
like you said.
shallow. I do love the hoverboard chase. I think we haven't got our hoverboards for real yet. Those things on wheels do not count. I want the Barbie Mattel pink one to float around. And I love the scene with Jaws 19 when he's standing outside of the movie theater and the hologram shark like comes and bites at him. And the Jaws 19 tagline is, "This time it's really, really personal." And somewhere I think they came up with a list of what the taglines are for all the Jaws movies 1 through 19 and what they are. So if you find them, it's pretty funny.
Nice.
You're the fin soup now, Jaws 18.
So yeah, worth a shot. If you're gonna watch 80s movies, you probably have to watch Back to the Future 1 through 3. This one was also, they were shooting Back to the Future 2 at the same time they were shooting Back to the Future 3. That's why parts of the third movie you can see them at the end of
Makes
the
sense.
film.
Prioritizing.
And they knew they were going in cowboy times, so there's actually a few clues about cowboys throughout this movie too. So if you're paying attention, you'll see like they talk about, I think Biff, is that? Yeah, it's Biff. I think it's like, oh, his ancestor is mentioned, and it's a cowboy. And Doc
Back to the
mentions
Future
like
2 is also my favorite explanation for timeline traveling, where it's the same
Yeah.
timeline, but it's running parallel.
yeah, because I think here's timeline A, that's us. Now we're in timeline B because we screwed up.
Imagine that this line represents time. Here's the present, 1985, the future, and the past. Prior to this point in time, somewhere in the past, the timeline skewed into this tangent, creating an alternate 1985. Alternate to you, me, and Einstein, but reality for everyone else.
Yeah, I don't like the ones where when you go back in time and it creates the whole butterfly effect and all that stuff. That's a pain in the ass, in my opinion. Or you can go.
Carl Sagan said it was good. And
You
he
can do super
has-
deep dive, where if you travel back in time, the Earth's not in the same exact position, so therefore you'd be floating in space when you start just going off the deep end.
Yep.
Right.
All of Star Trek, pretty much.
Yes.
Like one thing was touched. I was like, say you go back in time to kill Hitler. Hitler never existed, so you never went back in time.
Right. Yeah, you get those.
So would just nothing happen? Like
Have you
you
guys
just
seen the
always destined to fail?
The Multiverse of Madness? Because
I
Oh,
have.
yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
that's that movie in a nutshell.
That's Dimensions though. That's not
Yeah.
quite the same. That's
Come
a
on.
different.
Okay, excuse me.
That's a different can of bullshit
Bruce
worms to open.
Bruce Campbell's my favorite.
Me too.
Yes.
Yes. I
If we
loved
create the
it.
Evil Dead scene, that's the only thing I cared about in that movie. Those are
Yeah.
stuff that was visually cool. I got lost. Wanda is still very boring. She was the best in this movie, but even then she's just very boring.
I spent the whole movie not remembering that Sam Raimi directed it, and I was like, "Wow, this is really like
Dark.
dark
Gory.
and gory."
Oh,
and I saw his
yeah.
name at the end, and I was like, "That explains everything that I had a question about."
I went
It's-
into it not seeing any of the most recent Marvel movies, so I was just like, "Who are these?
You didn't need
What?
to.
How? What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
but like
really.
relationships with the Doctor, I was like, I didn't think they were enemies. Where did this happen? I saw the first Doctor Strange movie. I was like, all right. Well,
You didn't really need to. I
I
feel
just
like.
let it wash over me. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
all right,
fine.
All right.
Marvel.
So we're gonna get to everyone's favorite part, and it's gonna be sudden death. Go on and place your bets. Prepare to lose. Prepare to lose. Cause if you don't have something left, you'll be on the floor trying to catch your breath. So sudden death. We're gonna do killer trivia, and the winner picks a future topic in a future episode, and it's just me and Jay Grave competing in first one.
Am I not in it because I stole somebody's point? Even though someone
She
took
stole my
mine.
point, so she's in.
You technically got robbed last episode, so I'm not gonna lie to you. You should definitely be in no matter the outcome.
my
I thought she won. No, you won last episode. That's right.
She won, but I won.
Oh,
All
right, because I agreed to some things.
Yes. All right, Mc-Cripsy. You could ask the
Pick a color.
And
Alright,
if at any
orange.
point you know the answer, just shout it out. You don't have to
Yep,
wait for
first-
him to finish. Just go
Okay.
for it. First person
I'm-
yells it out.
She picked orange. The screenplay for Creepshow 1982 was written by what novelist?
Stephen King.
say Scream or Psycho.
Creepshow.
Said Creep
The
Show.
screen-
Where'd I
Creep
hear?
Show. Stephen King.
Where'd I get
The
Scream or
screen-
Psycho from?
The
Let's go.
screenplay for Creepshow.
You said
1982 was
screenplay.
written
That's
by-
not my fault.
I said screen.
Now you're saying ice cream. I feel like K-Tron once
You
again.
can do another one. You can do another. quiz.
Stephen King. Okay, fine. I'm doing another one, even though this is totally your fault. All right,
He's trying to rig it.
Jay Gray, pick again. I'm sorry. It's clear the collector's not paying
purple.
attention.
Purple Yerple.
Purple. Okay. What secret organization does her star work for in The Preacher 1995 to 2000 comic book series?
Oh, damn it.
What is the word that you can't say? Can you spell that out?
Organization. I said organization, and I said preacher.
I've never even
I read
seen the
that
TV
comic.
show.
I
so-
read that comic like 5 years.
I've seen the show. Can you just say it one more time, Crispy? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go with the Syndicate.
What secret organization does Hurt Star work for in the Preacher 1995 to 2000 comic book series?
That's
Something
a good
about
question.
the Catholic Church.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna say the Catholic Church is not a secret
The
organization,
Catholic Church.
No, it's like the gods.
but
Damn it.
wait, I know this one. The Knights Templar.
Ooh.
So should I say it? Or you
You
guys
give up
ready?
Jay Grave?
I give it up. Yeah, I don't remember.
The Grail.
The Grail.
Well,
That's a good
yeah,
one.
They're the ones searching for the Holy Grail.
I want to see the TV show.
It's
Anybody,
pretty good.
has anybody seen it? It's good.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Cool.
All right, K-Tron, you pick a color.
Yeah, you lost your privilege. K-Tron.
Yellow.
Okay. Who wrote the book The Swarm, 1974, which was adapted into the poorly received film by the same name?
I don't think I know.
Stephen
Who
King.
Swarm.
That's the go-to, Sue.
You guys give up?
Dean Koontz. No, it's not Dean Koontz.
Dean Koontz. Do you got one
I
of
give
J.
up. Yeah.
Drave?
I got nothing.
Arthur Herzog, who also wrote Orca.
Dang.
There you go. Hey, Orca, remember that film?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that
I
was an old
love
classic.
the Orca. That was my favorite scene of all time. Seriously, Marvel could not capture as beauty as art as that scene.
Hey, I'm gonna go do blue.
Who says you have a privilege? All right, fine. What is the password to Castle Buyers in Stranger Things 2016 current?
To what?
Their password.
Current. Yeah, what is the password to Castle Buyers in Stranger Things?
I can picture the castle.
I gotta rewatch the season. Season 4 is out, and I want to see it. They've already been talking about it. Everywhere.
Demogorgon.
It's it's something with his brother.
Did you know that like Demogorgon was removed from Dead by Daylight because of the new season? They lost the rights to use him, so now you can't get him in shop anymore.
All right, I give up, but I know it's like song lyrics because his brother shows in the record.
Is it Neverending Story?
Oh, what
No.
do they listen to?
Never
Blitzkrieg Bop.
Story.
I think they listen to the Ramones, but I
No.
can't.
They do, yeah.
I'm gonna say Blitzkrieg Bop, but that's all I got.
Okay, I immediately lost who it was. Here it is. Liv Tyler. She also played Aaron in the Lord of the Rings film series. So Liv
It doesn't
Tyler.
sound like that is the right answer.
Yeah, that's definitely
No, it
wrong.
doesn't.
Blue.
No, it's not. Right. Right.
Liv Tyler is the password to get into Castle Fires, everyone.
Oh my god.
I'm tired, okay?
I would have guessed that one.
Radagast.
Radagast. Oh,
Radagast.
man.
Also written by Liz Taylor. I'm tired, damn it.
All right,
No,
Jay
that's
Graves,
okay.
pick another color.
Sleep.
Pink again.
All right, pink. Oh, okay, here we go. What was the first film Briss Karloff and
Boris.
Leia Lugosi starred in together?
What was the second?
Boris
name?
Karloff and Bela Lugosi.
Abbott and
Yes.
Costello meet
Frankenstein.
I said it.
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't think that was the first one they starred in together.
Wolfman.
Do you have a
I'm
guess?
I'm going Wolfman.
No.
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
The Black Cat, 1934.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was one of the Poe ones, but I couldn't put my.
This is just getting too intense.
I'm told you I'm tired.
Bela Lugosi and
Dun, dun,
Lon
dun.
Chaney are in the Wolfman, but I don't think Boris is.
All right, how about
No.
you pick a color, McCrispy?
All right, fine.
Or you guys can just let me win because I guess.
All right.
back
All right, I'm gonna
10
pick
hours
one.
ago.
All right, if no
All right,
one
I'm
gets
gonna
this
pick
one,
one.
K-Tron still wins.
No, all right.
Ayo.
Someone should be able to guess this one, okay? All right, you guys better guess this one. I swear to God. What rock star directed the remake of Halloween 2007?
Rob
Rob
Zombie.
Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
I heard.
Oh,
It's up to
man.
you. It's up to you,
I think-
McCrispy.
I think Collector said it first.
It was
pretty
me.
s-
I know it was me.
No,
Just give it to
Goldie-
It's a
K-Tron.
lag on the audio. It's not fair.
That's why he said it first, even with lag. That
Let's just go
K-Tron.
K-Tron. It's K-Tron.
K-Tron,
I was
you
gonna
guys
say
are right. It's
Danzig
Rob
until he said
Zombie.
Halloween anyway.
All right.
Okay.
K-Tron, you win. Of course, it's Rob Zombie. I'm so happy y'all guessed that. If none of you guessed it, I would have cried myself to sleep.
Do you need time to think of a category?
No, I have one ready.
All right.
This one was a request from somebody that we do very similar to multiple roles, but different body
no.
swap movies.
Oh,
Ooh.
no,
Swap.
God, no.
Crispy, I'm gonna watch a movie and it's gonna be amazing. Don't
Any
worry about it.
special requirements to body swap?
Not that I can think of. If I do, I'll text you.
Okay. All right.
Does
so
body swapping equal death?
if
Like,
it's your
what
plot.
do you mean? Like swapping your body into dying? Like,
So
does this get
yeah,
metaphysical here?
It's open-ended.
evil-
It's very open-ended.
evil-
So it could be, for example, like your spirit goes into their body. It could be you cut off their skin and put it onto your body.
Ooh.
Oh,
She
I
was-
see what you're
That's
saying.
not body swapping.
I'm
No,
If it's their
that's
body.
stealing someone. No, it's not.
Spiritual. Not like stealing somebody's identity because you're
Yeah, but
wearing
like
their
Evil
flesh.
Dead, when the in
It could
Evil
be credit
Dead,
card
when the
fraud.
Guardians- yes.
Identity theft.
All right.
Hold on. Hold on. We're not supposed to point out my actions here. Come on, man. What?
Okay. Interpret it as you will, but don't be an idiot.
But like in Evil Dead, like when Kandari demons possess a person, they're dead. So is that just body swapping? Just flat out possession?
That's possession, I think. If you think it counts as possession, that's not body swapping. Because
But what
there's
about
a swap
evil-
involved?
I guess. But Kandari demons are kind of all the. Yeah, I get it. I got it. I
This
don't have a
needs some
movie. but I got the idea.
clarification.
No possession has to be body swapping. So two conscious switch bodies. Got it.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So Jay Gave and K-Tron, you guys want to tell us about your podcast?
Yeah. Go ahead, Jay Graves.
Society. Yes,
Yes.
we are MRS Midnight Romero Society. We do a cool kid podcast called Midnight Cast, and we talk about movies and everything around movies, inside movies, outside movies, and we have fun.
And that's MIDNITE. Make sure you spell it right, which is by spelling it wrong.
Hey,
Heyo.
love it. That's our
Heyo.
new tagline, actually.
Crispy, you got anything?
No. I don't know. What would I have at this time?
Eat another
know.
grape.
Yeah.
All that's left are the weird, wrinkly, sour ones. I'm
Oh
good.
no, the bottom of the bag.
They're not
Make
crunchy. They're
raisins.
just squishy.
Make sure you
Called
guys subscribe to us, tell a friend. You can find us on the Instagram at Mystery Movie Mad. The Instagram is Mystery Movie Madness. On Twitter, it's Mystery Movie Mad because for some reason I can't have the extra 3 letters. So
Mystery
We
movie.
reached our character count.
yeah.
It's like a Hulk thing. Mystery movie.
Apparently, I don't know. I can't remember how many characters that is, but it totally screws things up. I guess not really, but it does.
Yeah, it's the glitch in the Matrix. If you put in too many, Neo grabs you from the computer and forces you to be in this awful sequel. Anyway,
There's a body swapping movie.
There you go.
no, it's not. They go into this pseudo internet. It's not a body swap movie.
I don't know. The computer generated dudes swap a lot of bodies. Maybe
They
it's
don't
not
swap
bodies.
bodies. They take over. It's like possession on steroids. It's not swapped at all.
Cyber
You can make a
possession.
case for it.
Whenever they take over bodies, instantly, it's said in the first one that whenever they take over someone else's body, it's destroyed. And
All right,
they're dead.
I'll settle this. It's computer code. It's computer code. There's only one body. They're just using you as a battery.
Yeah.
You just brought it down, man.
Sorry about that.
This is the Matrix. Everyone, I repeat, you all need to wake up. This is a signal from the Neo. You have to wake up. This is our last resistance.